Hi everyone, welcome back to CryptoStack, and today we're gonna dive into eToro fees. So we're gonna go and explain what are the fees when it comes to stock and ETF, what are the fees when it comes to crypto, what is RCFD, what are the fees you're gonna be charged in eToro. I'm gonna give you some tip on how to minimize those fees and actually have more money in your balance. So let's start. So we're gonna first look at their fee when it comes to stock and ETF. I'm assuming you guys all heard about eToro, zero commission or no fee. So basically where you're actually buying real assets, in this case we're talking about ETF and stock, without any fees, which are amazing. Now in this case, this will vary if you are buying a CFD, which I'll explain later on what it is, or also depend on what legal entity you're sitting on. So if you're under Australian legal entity, you might be buying not the real asset, you might be buying also the CFD, which is a derivative. So just for you guys to know, if you are buying stock or an ETF and you're buying the real asset, it's no commission. Now when it comes to cryptocurrency, the fees vary per asset. So we're talking about 0.75%, which is the spread, which is different between buy and sell. And then it can reach as high as as high as 5% when we look at Tezos. For example, just for you guys to understand that Bitcoin spread, it's probably one of the lowest out there. Now let's go back and explain what CFD stands for. CFD stands for contract for difference, where you actually are buying a derivative, or you're basically betting on the price movement. So if you think the price is going to go up, you also buy. If you think the price is going to go down, you actually sell. At no occasion you actually own the underlying asset. So the way that eToro decided to present the fee is actually in the form of pips. Now for those who don't know what pips is, pip is basically a very common measurement of movement when it comes to forex or currency. So as a general rule, 1 pip is equivalent to 1 divided by 100. So looking at 0.01% fee, for example, for currency. Alright, just for you guys to have an idea. So if you want me to give you an idea, so let's see here. So for one lot, which is equivalent of 100,000 euros, okay, you'll be looking at $8 or 8.9 euros, for example. This is just to illustrate what will be the fee, which is really nothing. It's really peanuts when it comes to the currency fees. Alright, so this is for the currency market. So let's look at the indices. Let's look first at commodities. So when it comes to commodities, once again, I did say 2 pips. So in this case, it will be 0.02% fee. As you can see, in some cases, it can be actually 45 pips. Now, there is something very alarming here. We have here is for Palladium, where it's written 20,000 pip. Now this is probably wrong. So again, if you are looking to trade Palladium, you should probably check what are the actual fees, because it doesn't make sense to have 20,000 pips on Palladium. Okay, so obviously those one you obviously need to consider. So overall you can say that the fees are quite attractive. So the lowest is 0.02%, and you can see here, let's say at the highest, I may even call Cocoa, it's actually around 6.5 pips. Again, the calculation here is not very precise. I think they did something wrong, but just for you guys to have an idea. And if you look at the US dollar, which is an index, we're looking at 0.04%. If we look at China, we're looking at 1.2% fee for opening this trade on index. And if you're looking at SP 500, we're looking at 0.75%. Just for you guys to understand the fees. So if you're looking to buy a stock, for example, so they gave you an idea that you'll be looking at paying 0.09%, which is really nothing. That is 9 pips, which is very low. Now, when it comes to the other fees, so you need to know the following. So you have the zero deposit fee, which is amazing. You have the withdrawal fees, which is $5. And obviously, if you are in a higher tier level, so if you're platinum or above, obviously there will be a waiver for this specific amount. And the minimum amount for withdrawal is $30. Now, when it comes to conversion fees, you actually are paying a hectic amount of money for conversion. So we're talking about 50 pips. So again, let's go back to this following website. So if you were to have, let's say, $100,000, and here it's written here. So again, we said one lot, it's around $100,000. So if you were to convert 100,000 euros, you will be warranted, or you're looking at around 445 euros as the conversion fees. Now, one of the best way for you guys to avoid this fee is obviously to maybe deposit directly in dollars instead of depositing in euro, because eToro trading platform dominant currency is USD. So obviously this is something for you guys to consider and how to avoid those fees. Another thing is for you guys to understand what are the fees from your end. So maybe use different payment method. The company that you're using might charge an additional fees. eToro doesn't charge any additional fees except for the conversion fees. Again, the best way to avoid it is to let you just depositing in dollars. And then you have also the inactivity fee of $10 a month when you're not active for more than 12 months. So that will summarize all the fee that you guys need to know. If you have any more questions, you're more than welcome to contact me. Until next time, bye bye.